The volume is completely busted. So what are we going to be thinking? With the value starting to drop off that top edge, I'm starting to think more and more and more that if I can get a spike, I'm going to be dealing a spike. We got a spike, didn't we? We got a nice order coming in at 37s, 36.9, 36.8. And that was your last sell trade right there, 36.7, 36.8. That was your last sell trade. Great opportunity to sell it. Solid volume, drop off, and an increase in volume on the way down. Increase in volume on the way down, guys. That's what we wanted. If we get a decrease in volume as happened on the last few phases, that's not as good. So what do we do when the decrease in volume comes in? You just book a little bit of money. We just don't be shy about taking some cash off that trade. And we can always come back to it. We can always come back on a, you know, on a trade narrative. But I like what I'm seeing here. I really like what I'm seeing here. The value really is good for the sell. I like what is happening. I like how it's evolved. And that's came from this perfect buy at the bottom edge with a max buy trade came in here for this level here. And that was the last buy trade we had, was this buy side for the squeeze off of the max buyer. And obviously buying into that max trade there was perfect. But the sell's been dominating since then. And obviously the value is pretty solid, pretty good, pretty robust. I like it. I like it a lot. But I'd like to have picked up more sell volume at lower prices. The fact that we haven't suggests we may rotate back into the last volume, which would put us probably around about 34 area for the retest sell. So we'll be looking for that pull back into maybe 34 spring, and then we'll maybe get a sell trade coming in into that kind of area there. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'll be trying to trade. We'll see if it plays out that way, guys. Nothing for me on oil. I've not seen anything particularly strong enough. It's definitely a sell trade, that's for sure. But you know, obviously with the crack spread starting to catch a buyer, I'm more interested now in starting to sell it. You can see it only just started to go offered here. And this is a 5-minute chart. So you can see it's starting to go offered in here, but I'm not really getting the banker trade that I would really like to get at this stage. And I think we probably still have a banker trade to go in this before we start really hitting the oil shorts. So hopefully that happens. Hopefully it doesn't split from here. And we'll get another banker opportunity to sell oil into the top edges here. So that's the trade I'm looking for. I'm going to be looking for a bit of an offer into this high print 114.50 break. That seems to be where the deal's at. Volume very, very, very aggressive up to 114 evens. And it's obviously since 114 evens, it's been dropping off a little bit from that phase onwards. And a little bit of volume on the sell side. But yeah, I'd still like to trade 114.5, get a big sell into that price, and then annihilate the buyers if they decide to show up at higher prices. That's not what's happened yet, so we'll have to wait in the sidelines and see what happens. Have to wait in the sidelines and see what happens, guys. I'll just put it in the tweets. No sell trade in equities, so congrats to anybody that's still on the 66 longs, guys. You've just done $1,000 on a live tweet. Well done. $1,000 on a live tweet, guys. Positive gamma. Positive gamma. You can see the gamma still positive when the market dropped down here. And perfect. Absolutely perfect. Who's still with me on it? We tweeted out 10 minutes ago. Positive gamma still available if you're so inclined to buy into this phase. It hasn't gone negative yet, so still buy side, guys. Still making easy money. And it doesn't get much easier than that, does it? doesn't get much easier than that, guys. Sell side bonds, because of that, is still doing very good as well. Thank you very much. Sell side bonds. Remember, S&P is still massively bearish, guys. Make sure you don't forget that. It's still massively bearish. This is only a correction. It's not a bullish trade. It's only a correction so far today. The halfback trade on this trade is going to be around about the 90 print. So watch that 90 print like a hawk. A lot of people look at that and say, oh, look at how bullish this is. It's not bullish, even remotely bullish. So just watch that 90 print, guys. We want to see if we want to see how the liquidity starts stacking up around about the 90 print. And on the face of it, it looks like, yeah, it's going to reverse off the 90s.